So a couple other things about the Asteraceae family. What I'm holding here, I just picked out of the prairie, removed it because it is an invasive species. It's called Sow Thistle, but and we pick those out when we can to keep them from invading. And we'll talk more about invasive plants as the class goes on. But I wanted to show you in some of the members of the aster family, you have both ray and disc flowers, as I was telling you with the yellow cone flower. But in some members, you only have ray flowers, and in other members, other species, you only have disc flowers. This sow thistle only has ray flowers. The floral head is very similar to probably the first flower you ever learned to identify in your life, and that's a dandelion. Very similar to a dandelion. A dandelion is in this family, and it only has ray flowers. There's no disc. You can imagine a dandelion, there's no disc in the center. And in the sow thistle, the same thing. You're not seeing it well now because it's already closed up for the afternoon. Some flowers, once they open, stay open from the time they first bloom until the time they wilt. Other flowers will open and close throughout the day regularly, and some flowers will open and close based upon weather conditions during a day. And so different species have different regimens in that sense. So the sow thistle and the dandelion have only ray flowers. The cone flowers and the sunflowers, which you don't see here, but the compass plant and the tall coreopsis have both ray and disc flowers. And we'll get a closer look in a little bit with the ironweed, the purple behind me, that only has disc flowers and no ray flowers. So, one more thing about the aster family. There are many more things about it. Associated with this head of flowers, this false flower that's actually made up of many flowers, is a set of leaves. I talked in the lecture, the basic lecture about flowers, is we have a term called bracts. B-R-A-C-T, singular. Bracts, plural. Bract is any leaf-like organ that's associated with a flower or an inflorescence. And in the aster family, you have very regular bracts that are associated with this inflorescence that is the false flower. And so you have a series of bracts surrounding the false flower. They are called filaries, specific to the aster family. And you are most familiar with them if you've ever eaten an artichoke. What you do is when you pick those leaves off the artichoke and just get the fleshy part at the base, those are the filaries of the artichoke plant. And everything in the aster family has this set of filaries below the false flower. The collective term, the individual term is filary, and the collective term is involucre.